don't really want to get too close.
We'll go from being a log, yes, come out the other end as fine white copy paper. It's also known as the tulip tree. You don't know that. Should we bring a raincoat? They are doing wonderful things with waste. And it is a town with a story to tell.
This may well be the log of the future.
Welcome to another episode of Australia's favourite forestry show, Going Bush, a program where we look into everything that comes out of our forests.
Another big program lined up for today. Here is a look at what's coming up.
Coming up on today's show, the nocturnal life of a mysterious and rare mammal, using a historic forest to breathe new life into a sleepy fishing town in southern New South Wales. But first, a glimpse into the future of forestry.
The IGA is the only way forward.
Questions to the government and opposition about their fears for the forest industry.
We have effectively severely damaged one of the best renewable industries that we've got.
Times are certainly changing in Tasmania's forests as the entire industry waits on the outcome of an intergovernmental agreement, an agreement which will almost certainly mean a significant amount of the state's regenerated forests will be locked up for protection.
We have to get much smarter about using our managed regrowth, remembering that Tasmania has been logging our forests for the last 200 years. Before that, Indigenous Tasmanians managed the forest in a different way. We can, by using this new technology, get much more value out of what is likely to be a reduced forest resource.
The new technology is this. It may look like normal timber products, but it's not. It's engineered wood, a term we are going to hear more and more about when talking forestry in Tasmania.
Engineered wood products are basically reconstituted wood. So we take fibres, wood chips, shavings, we glue them back together in a big block, and we use that for structural and appearance grade products.
Given so much native forest is now locked up, sourcing big bits of wood like this may prove difficult in the future, Nick. This may well be the log of the future.
It is what they call, Andrew, engineered timber. It is
Yes.
a big, heavy, dense, strong piece of wood. And traditionally to get a lump of timber like this, you need a very, very big tree. But this is made by sticking veneers together.
Yes.
And these veneers can come from very, very small trees.
So what it is basically a stronger, engineered, more stable product that can be a replacement for eucalypt timbers in both appearance applications and particularly in high-strength structural applications. It's made from small logs that would otherwise be sent to the wood chip mill, and it's made in a way that you get much better recovery than you would from trying to saw using conventional technology.
So, in a bold plan, Forestry Tasmania is shipping entire logs to China where it can be made into a huge range of engineered products.
You were saying you'd like a bit smaller sizes? Yeah. And also that you'd like PEFC certification because it's very valuable in China.
This first shipload of logs, which would have otherwise been shipped at the now closed Triabunna wood chip mill, have been received in China in a hope of growing a new market. So, Bob, in the short term, sending our logs away to China on the ship is a good result?
It's a good result to keep the industry going, to keep our contractors in work, to keep the income flowing to the Tasmanian economy, to make sure regional communities have got income. But in the longer term, we want to process this material in Tasmania, creating more jobs here and more income. But in the meantime, we've got to develop the markets in China.
Contractors agree keeping the boats heading for China means they stay in work.
If we weren't doing this, we'd stay in the forest, we'd have trucks parked up, we'd have no work for the men, so hopefully it's a stopgap until we can get something more permanent done here on Tassie.
I expect we'll need to do 300,000 or 400,000 tonnes a year to fully develop this market. I'm confident that when we get some stability back into the forest industries, we'll have at least 2 new engineered wood product processing factories relocating to Tasmania. And when that happens, we'll reduce the amount of logs exporting until we eventually get all of the processing done in Tasmania, at which stage we won't need to export logs. So I said it'll be finished product instead.
Certainly moving forward, it's going to be a critical and major component of our business. We've got less forest to play with, which means less timber, so we've got to add as much value to the timber in the forest that we do have.
It's not just appearance grade products where engineered wood plays a role. Structurally, bigger and bigger buildings around the world are now being built from engineered wood, and it has huge environmental advantages.
Manufactured wood products is the way the industry is going, particularly from a structural nature. So we've clearly seen around the world there's lots of good examples of big types of structures built from timber, and certainly here in Australia we're keen to do that as well.
So engineered wood, Alistair, and this is a demonstration kind of house. Where would we expect to see engineered wood used here?
Yeah, there's lots of applications these days where engineered wood products are used. In fact, a really good one is this example of second-storey floor joists, or even these products you can see up here, these I-beams, which are sort of a similar shape to what you've seen in a steel I-beam, but a much more efficient way of using timber.
So builders are actually preferring it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, they weigh much less. A single person can actually put these in place. And as I say, these open webs between each joist makes it far easier for running services and pipes.
Stick around after the break. Another type of manufactured wood that can heat our homes, and still to come, getting technical and going undercover to see what roams the forest at night.